It is my privilege and pleasure to introduce TJ and Mitchell Burnside Clapp, who are our special featured Filk guests at Arisia 92. And please.
Thank you, Spencer. It was a stirring introduction.
Indeed, they have no need to listen to us now.
Did our child get taken screaming from the room? Oh.
Yeah. Apparently.
So, if somebody wants to be a good Samaritan, there's a bottle sitting over here at the bottom of the steps that you might want to give to poor Lee Heller, who is doing the babysitting. And if she quiets down, she can come back in and listen even.
Start with that one?
Yes, we're going to open with a Mary Chapin Carpenter song.
It's become the popular thing to write songs about major celestial events, and we have a couple of them in this set. This is one.
Daddy saw it fly. It came from the east just as bright as a torch. The neighbors had a party on their porch. Daddy rocked the baby, mama said amen. When Hallie came to visit in 1910. Back then Jackson was a real small town. Almost 80 years since its last time through. So I'll bet your mama would have said amen too. His tail stretched out like a stardust streak. The papers wrote about it every day for a week. Wonder where it's going and where it's been. When Hallie came to Jackson in 1910. As heavenly sent as it was back then. When Hallie came to Jackson in 1910. Late one night when the moon was still.
Well, thank you very much for your kind applause, in spite of the fact that late one night when the moon is still doesn't really mean much of anything. It was supposed to be the wind. I apologize.
And we couldn't quite agree on what the lyrics were at several places there, but oh, what the heck.
Good enough for Filk, as they say.
Okay, let's see. Yes, we also have a set of things which have been inspired from the last 3 years of living in the desert. As many of you know, when I married this guy, I was dragged out of the civilization of Boston to go live on an Air Force base in the middle of the Mojave Desert.
In chains.
Yeah. In fact, the first week we were out there, I woke up in the middle of the night, and it was really hazy. You know how you're not quite awake when you've been asleep and you're not quite awake or asleep, and I thought, oh God, I just had this bizarre dream that I got married and I moved out into live in the desert, and then I came fully awake and went, oh, I did get married and go to live in the desert. And I'm still there. So that was the second major event, or second most major event of the last 3 years. The other one, of course, was that I had a little girl. And this one, the only two songs that I've written in recent years both have a lot to do with the desert and my little girl. So this is Jessie's Lullaby, which it's a good thing that she was a girl, because I wrote it while I was pregnant, and we were going to name the kid either Jessie or Ross, and Ross just did not scan to this tune, so I was kind of hoping that it would be a Jessie so that I could sing the song to her. And indeed, she was. Jessie, go to sleep now. Jessie, don't you cry. There's nothing can harm you with Mommy standing by. Jessie, it's so late at night. What's a little girl to do? The sun has gone to bed, and little Jessie, so must you. Hush-a-bye now, Jessie. Jessie, don't you cry. Listen to coyote howl and hear the raven sigh. Good night, they say to you, for though the dark is deep, we'll keep the nighttime company so you can go to sleep. Jessie, stop your crying. Jessie, don't you fret. You're just about as tired as a little girl can get. Close your eyes now, Jessie, and the night will slip away. Tomorrow when you open them, you'll see a brand new day. Jessie, go to sleep now. Jessie, don't you cry. There's nothing can harm you with Mommy standing by. Jessie, it's so late at night. What's a little girl to do? The sun has gone to bed, and little Jessie, so must you. The sun has gone to bed, and little Jessie, you should too. We are now going to do a dramatic recitation, because after you've had a little baby for a while, you start seeing the real value and artistic merit in children's literature. And we really wanted to share one with you. A hog and a frog cavort in the bog,
But not the hippopotamus.
A cat and two rats are trying on hats.
But not the hippopotamus.
A moose and a goose together have juice.
But not the hippopotamus.
A bear and a hare have been to a fair.
But not the hippopotamus.
Now the hog and the frog are out for a jog with the cat and the rats in their new running hats, while the moose and the bear and the goose and the hare are doing their best to keep up with the rest.
But not the hippopotamus.
Then the animal pack comes running on back saying, "Hey, come join the lot of us."
And she just doesn't know. Should she stay? Should she go?
But yes, the hippopotamus.
But not the armadillo. A book by Sandra Boynton. Okay, your turn.
Well, I wrote a song on the occasion of our first anniversary because I didn't get her anything else.
He got me pregnant.
But that wasn't for your anniversary, no, that was for Christmas. I'm in a cheap guess, what can I say? All of this appears to, we figured it out to about $250,000 cumulatively over her childhood. But, as may be, this song is called Hang on My Heart, and it was written for our anniversary in 1989, and it'll be on my upcoming record to be published on Thor Records called Dreamtime, and it will make a wonderful gift later on in the year, in just a couple months' time. Plug, plug, plug.
I'd take you along if I could, 'cause leaving you, darling, is one way that I'm reminded how I've got it good. Well, the living has mostly been easy, and the loving's been pretty good too. So don't you think I forgot as I recede to a dot, because I hang her my heart now with you. Yeah, without waving goodbye, blow a hole in the sky. I hang her my heart now with you. When my wingtips are caressing the cloud tops, it's like my fingertips caressing your face. And yeah, I get a kick from dodging the raindrops in the ocean between desert and space. And though a full tank of gas don't last forever, the way the things that I share with you do are the delights of the air, honey, none can compare. So I hang her my heart now with you. I trade the bluest of skies for the blue of your eyes. I hang her my heart now with you. I've been 10 miles into heaven, and I've been twice as fast as sound. And from the wild blue yonder, my heart grows fonder of the one who stays behind on the ground. They tell me at first year's the hardest. You got a lot of adjustments to make, but together maybe we'll fly the farthest and leave the troubles behind in our wake. So I promise I'll always be faithful, and I swear that I'll always be true. Just let the 40 that breeze through the Joshua trees sing, I'll hang her my heart now with you. Oh, with a kid on the way. Hell, what else can I say? But I'll hang her my heart now, hang her my heart now, I hang her my heart now with you.
Isn't that sweet? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, this was part of our trilogy of desert songs, basically. Things that we have written from living in the desert. And this one's all about how the Air Force requires you to have green grass.
In
Did
the
you know
desert.
this? They really do this. They give you a ticket if your lawn is not green. They come around and they write you a ticket, and if you have too many of them, they throw you off the base housing. You're not allowed to live in base housing. This is considered your duty as an Air Force family is to keep the damn grass green in the desert, you know, where nothing grows unless you pour water all over it and have it evaporate. So
Seriously, I mean, you
The
have
lawn
to pour enough
police.
water on it that you're practically growing the grass hydroponically.
it looks just bizarre from the air. You know, like you fly over and there's desert everywhere, brown, 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 and then there's Edwards housing area, boom, emerald green, like a golf course, you know. So anyway, this was my reaction to the frustration of being told that our grass wasn't up to par. God damn the grass that grows in the cracks. I rip it out each weekend to try to beat it back. but the grass is not disturbed. I can almost hear it yawn. There's more grass at my curb than there is on my lawn. God damn the grass. God damn the grass that grows in my yard. The weeds are taking over, though we fight them very hard. We soon found out what chemicals could do. The weeds all died and the grass did too. God damn the grass. God damn the grass. Why is it even here? This is a bloody desert. It rains an inch a year. The grass outside is as brown as any bean. Forget the pesticides, we'll just spray paint it green. God damn the grass. God damn the grass. God damn the grass. That was rumored. It was rumored that really did happen. Somebody just got so sick of the tickets that they just went out and spray painted the dead patch.
Next month, they were Yard of the Month. We made Yard of the Month once. People laughed at me and pointed.
Okay, you're going to do Dreamers in the Mint. You may have noticed the evidence of the hoarse voice and the hot tea here that I'm suffering from. There's a really bad flu that's going, or cold that's going around, and I'm afraid my throat really isn't up to par here. But Mitch is kindly going to perform one of my songs, which I don't think I could sing right now. He's also putting this on his new album, so you get to hear an entirely different interpretation of Dreamer's Lament.
Can I have your cable, please?
Yes. An entirely new interpretation in an entirely new key.
Yes, this interpretation is a full half step up from the last interpretation.
When I was a lonely boy, dragons were my foes. I battled them with a savage joy away from my real life woes. The universe was mine to hold, the galaxies at my command. I used to reach through deep space cold and feel stars' warmth in my open hand. Tomorrow sparkled at my touch, alive with joyous glowing things. Nothing filled my heart so much as flights on laughter's silvered wings. But as I grew, those dragons flew much harder now to touch the sky. With every passing day, I knew the stars were just too far to hide. But now today, excuse my sight, my wonder leashed for adulthood's sake. I dream of dragons in the night, to be forgotten once I wake. Such wonders taunt me while I sleep. I wonder where they wander now. When I wake, I long to weep, but I've forgotten how. When I get as old as I can go, older still, but only then, perhaps this world might let me go to touch the stars again. savage joy away from my real life woes. And when I reach that final peace, it'll be just as it was back then. The earth will grant her last release. I'll touch the stars again.
Well, now that we have brought the mood down, we're going to continue in this vein and do a very tragic song. Doobie doobie down. Very tragic song about a love that could not be. Doris and Edwin.
This is also, by the way, a script for a movie.
That's right. The title of this is Doris and Edwin, the movie.
The first time that she saw him was in the office canteen. He was buying a cup of coffee,
Sugars, double cream.
2 weeks later she saw him by the elevator banks. His hands were full, she held the doors for him, and he said, thanks, now she's in love. Her don't take much, she is in love. This is not your ordinary office crush, 'cause she works in the basement near the boiler room door, and he works in accounting on the 37th floor. I'm not much of a mathematician, but either I can't see. In a building of 37 floors with 4,000 employees, the chances of him running into her are really not that good. Even though she hung out at the canteen and rode the elevator every spare minute she could, she was in love. She didn't even know his name.
It was Edwin.
He was in love. Love could be such a cruel game when she works in the basement near the boiler room door, and he works in accounting on the 37th floor. And by the way, did I happen to mention that when this building was constructed, it was done improperly? And one day on the 4th floor, there was a short in the electricity. It burned up walls and desks and chairs and all the secretaries. The alarms did not go off until it reached floor 33, floor 33, floor 33. On the upper floors, people were running and screaming and jumping out of windows to get away from the flames.
It was gross.
The woman in the basement, she ran up the stairs, out the emergency exit, into the fresh air. Because looked up, she was just then and began to shower. That's when she saw her true love coming, about 100 miles an hour. Oh, 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 no, oh, no, I'm not much of a mathematician, but even I can see that the chances of him landing on her were very slim indeed.
But he did.
So they buried them together the following day. And even now, when I ride the elevators, I can hear someone say she was in love. Her it didn't take much. She was in love, but this was not your ordinary office crush. 'Cause she worked in the basement near the boiler room door, and he worked in accounting on the 37th floor. Yeah, she worked in the basement and he the 37th floor. But they brought them together to be parted nevermore. Nevermore. Nevermore.
The end. Christine Lavin.
We didn't want to leave a whole lot of room for a sequel, you know.
Yeah, she didn't even do it. Yeah. Well, speaking of songs about falling on things, this is our big audience sing-along. You'll pick up on the chorus real fast, I'm sure.
So please feel free to join in on the chorus. It's a wonderful sing-along number. Such a happy, cheerful thing. It's a song about an industrial accident in asteroid mining called Falling Down on New Jersey. And the genesis of this song was a conversation I had with a friend who works on asteroid mining mission planning at NASA Johnson Space Flight Center, to whom I pointed out that if you brought an 11-mile nickel iron asteroid to low Earth orbit, you'd have enough to make every man, woman, and child on the planet 4 toasters of his or her very own. Which seemed a bit excessive. It's a damn tough life, far from home and wife, that we astronauts undergo. And we don't much care when the mission's done, how far the ship did go. But you'll be sad to learn our deorbit burn won't be made, 'cause the tanks are empty and the fuel line's torn. So you'd better warn all the folks in New Jersey, we're falling down on New Jersey. Me boys falling down on New Jersey. We thought it wise, we apologize to the folks of New Jersey. It's widely known that a ship alone would be burned up and destroyed. But the ship and crew we brought with us to this 11-mile asteroid. So when you've awoken all the folks in Hoboken and the props at Princeton too, we'll divulge the fact that the rock's impact will be at 7:32. We're falling down on New Jersey. Me boys falling down on New Jersey. We thought it wise, we apologize to the folks of New Jersey. Well, why the shock? Hell, it's just a rock. Are we just alarmist fools? Well, it has, you see, potential energy of roughly 10 to the 19th joules. When the rocks advance, there is Buckley's chance that the Garden State'll be spared. And soon we'll show, if you didn't know, that E is MC squared. We're falling down on New Jersey. Me boys falling down on New Jersey. We thought it wise, we apologize to the folks of New Jersey. We will strike a spark that'll toast Newark and will flatten Perth, Amboy. Oh, it won't be pretty in Atlantic City. You should shade your eyes in Troy. Even so, and yet we have one regret, that we haven't the Delta V to push it forth just a few miles north to let smack on NYC. We're falling down on New Jersey. Me boys falling down on New Jersey. We thought it wise, we apologize to the folks of New Jersey. We're falling down on New Jersey. Me boys falling down on New Jersey. We apologize. Hey, we're sorry, guys. What a drag for New Jersey.
Buckley's chance.
Buckley's chance.
Australian phrase.
It's an Australian phrase. Buckley's chance is like the chance that the Porsche dealership has in Ethiopia.
Okay, let's see. We're still on depressing things, right? Yeah, that's right.
Depressing. I believe the
That's
depression
true,
will be
actually.
several miles deep.
Okay, well,
Geological.
this is one that I wrote when I was feeling really, really depressed, like you'd never be able to tell from listening to it.
Our wedding night.
Actually, it was the weekend after the convention where we met. It was so.
Oh, how sweet.
I meet them daily, months on end, the surface all I see. Do they hold the things in their hearts that I do in mine? We talk of mortgages and sports and what's new on TV, but we grow no closer with the passing time. 3 days out of every month, fewer when the money's low. But for those few days, my heart is full of wonder. I have lived a lifetime in those few but precious hours. Do they even see the cloud that they live under? In my weekend-only world that they call make-believe, I have such friends as they can just imagine in their real-time life that they tell me is real. I see so little love, it leaves me saddened. In an hour of make-believe in these warm convention halls, my mind runs free, I think and feel so deeply. An intimacy never found behind their silent walls in a year or more of what they call reality. In my weekend-only world that they call make-believe are those who share the visions that I see in the real-time life that they tell me is real. The things they care about aren't real to me. In my weekend-only world, I know children who are free to dream and sing and learn and love and hope and care. In the real-time life where they too soon will be, we'll give them dreams so they can bring the future there. Tell me that my world's not real and I'll only smile. After all these years, I finally know it isn't so. I used to envy what they had, not knowing all the while I had more than they could ever know. In my weekend-only world that they call make-believe are the dreamers and the planners just like me. In the real-time life that they tell me is real, we will build the new world that we want to see. And my weekend-only world I hold inside my heart. It keeps me safe through weeks so long between all my truest, dearest friends from whom I soon must part. You and I alone know what real means.
Oh, you guys sound like you agree with that sentiment or something. It's really funny, as of course in the last few years I have almost completely been, sucked into mundania, and I look at those words and I'm like, did I ever write that? How embarrassing.
I don't get it. Here's a song that has, happily or unhappily, been completely overtaken by events, so it's quite obsolete. Oh, by the way, it's a song with a Russian sort of theme to it, and but we've just today come up with a good new collective noun. We can't call the people from the Commonwealth of Independent States Soviets anymore, so we've decided to call them commies. It makes a curious kind of sense. Just like people who were skeptical of the reforms in the Soviet Union, like me, we decided a couple years ago, TJ and I decided that the word for that was a glasnostic.
Never did manage to get it, quoted in the back of the Atlantic magazine. He was really working for it.
Yeah, I dropped that word on everybody I could find,
Just
shamelessly
really wanted it to
promoting
enter
it.
the language there.
Yeah,
Now
I
it's
didn't even care
obsolete.
if it got credited as long as it made it into the language, but it never did. Oh well. And now it's completely obsolete too, as is this song. But I hope you enjoyed it, because it has an interesting sentiment to it.
Listen to you laugh about Chernobyl and Afghanistan. Perhaps you should have listened to all those 5-year plans. Patience has rewarded us as only patience might, and there's a new red star in the east tonight. Step by step, we leave you here alone. Step by step, we make your dreams our own. Step by step, we leave you all behind. One small step at a time. See your apprehension at all that we're becoming. We build our cities out in space, you sneer at the plumbing. But be that troubled Yankee, you've not a thing to fear. After all, the Russian word for peace is mir. Step by step, we leave you here alone. Step by step, we make your dreams our own. Step by step, we leave you all behind. One small step at a time. And look to your eastern horizon. Oh, say, can you see the red star rising? Judging by your culture, we see now why you worry. Americans are always in such a hurry. We'll soon replace the fable of the tortoise and the hare with a new one, with an eagle and a bear. Step by step, we leave you here alone. Step by step, we make your dreams our own. Step by step, we leave you all behind. One small step at a time. One small step, one giant leap. Sanguinan, sanguinan, sanguinan.
Let's sure we got this straight. Is Beth Bowles out there someplace? Well, anyway, this next song is dedicated to Beth because. Excuse me?
You want to pick?
No.
You left it upstairs.
No, it's in my guitar case. Okay,
Well, never mind.
we have a task for somebody. Open my guitar case, and in the little compartment, there's this multicolored pick. It looks like something on drugs. You can find it, bring it on up. Anyway, this is a song about what is likely to happen to someone who delivers Domino pizza for a living. It seems it's probably it. If it's like all different colors and it's watched and has like a little checkerboard in the middle and stuff, yeah. This is a weird pick.
Thank you. Applause for our roadie.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay.
This is by Tom Smith.
1, 2, 3.
The pizza biz ain't what it used to be. It's a dangerous gap for a boy like me. Jaywalkers here like they lost their mind. I got speed tracks ahead of me and buggers behind. I've been around 10 times, somebody's door. I'm mad and I ain't gonna take it no more. So the next time somebody goes for the cash, I gotta turn that laser wired up to the dash. Domino Dad, better duck and run. Domino Dad,
We're gonna have some fun.
Domino Dad, better watch your fist or I'll deliver you to hell in 30 minutes or less. Oh, I got the articulated man with a Teflon chain, a Lexus windshield for a green, a bulletproof tag with a Kevlar vest, and a hot box to keep your pepperoni fresh. I got an all-door computer to tune my mouth, a big cow catcher to clear my path, and I'll fry the brain of anybody that I miss. I got a tape of Frank Sinatra singing White Snake and Kiss. Domino Dad, ain't no big loss. Domino Dad, you better love the sauce. Domino Dad, you better watch for me. And if you manage to survive, you get the pizza for free. Oh, you can beg and plead, but it's just no use. I'm over the edge, I don't need an excuse. I'll blow you away for getting extra cheese. If I were you, I wouldn't say no anchovies, please. I keep the streets empty both night and day. Fire trucks, funerals, get out of my way. Oh, it's getting boring, I'm a little pissed. So I guess that Little Caesar is the next on my list. Domino Dad, that crazy as hell. Domino Dad,
I hope you tip real well.
Domino Dad, just pick up the phone. Cause we're courteous and friendly like Sylvester Stallone. Domino Dad, I got a double for you.
Domino Dad, I'll get your roommate too.
Domino Dad, you'll go like the rest. Cause I'll deliver you to hell in 30 minutes or less.
Well, gee, what a perfect segue into my next song.
The world's round. Pizza's round.
That's it. I wonder how my world can live with all the hate she harbors. Sleep, my weary world. And I'm scared of how long it may last, just how soon it all could end. And I wish the power to stop it all could rest within my hands. I see her people dying for such bold and bloody causes. Sleep, my weary world.
and the bodies of the innocent are washed up on the lengthening shore, while the rising tide of history just ebbs then flows again. Oh, make me a cradle to rock my weary world. Make me a gentle voice to soothe her when she weeps. Make my arms strong enough to hold her when she wakes, and make me a lullaby so sweet and fine that I can sing my weary world to sleep. I wish that I could smooth away her jagged shards of hatred. Sleep, my weary world. And though my hands may bleed and burn, I'll hold my broken world to me until her ugly scars have healed and peace may reign again. Oh, make me a cradle to rock my weary world. Make me a gentle voice to soothe her when she weeps. Make my arms strong enough to hold her when she wakes, and make me a lullaby so sweet and fine that I can sing my weary world to sleep. And if her fighting will not stop, I'll hold her that much closer and sing my lullaby above the noise and pain of war. And if her bleeding I can staunch, I'll bleed along beside her, but I will not let her go. No, I'll never let her go. When the stars have all burned out, I'll sing to her in darkness. Sleep, my weary world, and pray a tender God may find me huddled in the dark and cold, and grant the precious world I shelter one more chance to live. And may God grant my precious world another chance to love. Oh, make me a cradle to rock my weary world. Make me a gentle voice to soothe her when she weeps. Make my arms strong enough to hold her when she wakes, and make me a lullaby so sweet and fine that I can sing my weary world to sleep. Make me a lullaby so sweet and fine that I can sing my weary world to sleep.
We could sing a little Jessie song. Well,
While we're doing lullabies,
we have only 3 minutes, so we are going to do one more little song that we've written for Jessie. As a matter of fact, we write these little songs for Jessie about 30 times a day. This is just representative of one of them.
Jessie is our baby, she is very cute. She will eat Cheerios or bread or even fruit. She looks awfully stylish in her little Jessie suit. Jessie is our baby and we think she's very cute. Yay.
A Jessie Song by Daddy. That's probably all you really need to hear of the Jessie songs. We have hundreds of them.
We don't even write them down.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, TJ, and thanks, Mitchell.